everybody, how's it going? So, just letting you know that I haven't heard from Skylar or Mina yet, but I did tell them that I was going to do the setup instructions because Mina's been having a little bit of problems getting it set up. I already walked Sky through it, so we already know his side works. We just need to make sure Mina's is working. So, yeah. All the instructions, like this site here that I have open on the right side, that's it linked in the description down below, along with all the download links. So, Vortex, ZeroTier, which that's team. Where's my ZeroTier? There it is. So there's my ZeroTier. So I'm just gonna walk everybody through how to get through this. So we are going to go into the client setup. So first off, you need to have a legal copy of Skyrim. I should have opened up Steam before starting the stream. Yeah, Blue Hedgehog Man's trying to message me. Yeah. So everyone would need a legal copy of the same version of Skyrim for this to work. So all three of us are going to be using Skyrim Special Edition. So first thing you do is you start the game up, you get to where you can do character creation. That's as far as you need to get for the first step. After that, you don't need to have the game open anymore. So let's go into initial setup. So you just need a fresh game, and that's why you do up to the character creation. So that's a fresh game. It's basically just telling you, oh, get rid of everything, install the game, everything. That's fine. If you get up to character creation, it allows the game to at least load everything in that's required. Some things take a little bit longer to load in. And character creation allows that stuff to fully load in. Game overview, yay. Using mod organizer, we are going to be using Vortex. So let's skip through the mod manager and all that, because that's a whole entire different program. We're not using that one. We're gonna use mod manager, Vortex, because it doesn't require us to go through all that stuff. So using Vortex mod manager, or VVM. So basically you just launch the Vortex mod manager. So I've also included that download link in there. So all you do is you hit download. save it, load it, launch it. You get a screen similar, like not like this because I've customized how this looks, but you'll get a screen like this. So you have a list of all the games, everything. So what you're looking for is your Skyrim Special Edition, or I think it's down here. Skyrim. You got Skyrim, Skyrim VR. Skyrim Anniversary Edition is covered under one of them. But Skyrim Special Edition comes with all the DLC. That's why we're using this, so that way we have all DLC. So, the mods that we are going to be using for this series is the Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch, because we need that because we're running Special Edition. We need Skyrim Together Reborn. That way we can all see each other in game. We're not just like separately playing the games. We're in the same game. Skyrim Script Extender. Artifacts and Uniques. Address library for SKSE plugins, which is Special Edition. Address libraries for SKSE plugins, all in one, Anniversary Edition. You need both of these for it to work. Can't have just one, you need both. Because there's files that in Artifacts and Uniques that calls for both of these. So let's go back to the dashboard of Vortex. It's the same sort of thing here with all the download links. So as a Vortex, you have manual. As once you get into the actual mods, which are also linked down below in the description, you have Vortex or manual. If you click Vortex and have Vortex open, what it's going to do, it's going to go to downloads. And it's going to start downloading everything. And then once it's in there, it's in your mod folder. But before you start downloading mods, you want to set up your profiles. So you got Skyrim Special Edition default. We're gonna go edit. So what will happen is, let me just, where this folder is showing up. So I'm just gonna move it off to the side for a second here, so I can get us over here. So under Steam apps, common, then we need to find Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. So it has all this information. So we're gonna go here, it's install Industrial VVM, log in, Vortex. So it's gonna ask you, so if you've logged into Vortex, your profile login and everything will show up right up here. So what we'll do from here, go to games. You see how it says manage? That's how you get up here. So it's managed. And then you got open game folder, open mod folder. So my mod folder looks like this. It's all in there. So Skyrim Special Edition, data. These are all the mods. All the files for mods is put into the data folder. So, like, you will get a few notifications which will pop up underneath the bell. One about SKSE not being present. They'll explain that, and then loose files not being loaded. And one about need for restart. So to fix an option in the notification bell, you hit fix. Afterwards, you just close Vortex and open it up again. Problem's fixed. Now, to create a profile, so I'm not using the profile option, but that's out there. So what we're gonna do is go to profiles. Like, I just have like a default profile and all that for them. And so you click on this Add Skyrim Special Edition profile, and then you can name it whatever you want. So hello world. Then you hit save. You can enable it. That way, if you have different mod packs, you can have a different profile for each mod pack. I'm just going to be using the one. So I can rename this. If I wanted to put another one, I can put like D&D co-op. So that way, or I could put like Sky Mina, or Mina and Sky in there. So, disabling included Creation Club content. When Bethesda released the Anniversary Upgrade DLC, the game version was updated to 1.6. Whenever you bought the DLC or not, Bethesda included 4 Creation Club items with the update. These 4 Creation Club items have been shown to make Skyrim Together Reborn experience more unstable and prone to crash more frequently. So we're going to learn how to disable them. I have already disabled them for me. If you have any Creation Club content in your existing save games and you remove it, the save will be unloadable. So before you even start playing, you want to disable the Creation Club content. So what we're going to do you can delete these files. Or, so you want to delete those files. So So they're not there anymore. So if we go to plugins, those files will not be there. So CCBGSSSE001. Like I have the base one, but I don't have the other ones. If I go like this and put .bsa, nothing shows. Or CC SSSE 001. There's only the ESM file, not the BSA. So that's all good. So if you ever want the Creation Club files back, what you do is you come over to your Skyrim folder, right click, manage, properties, and then installed files, and then verify integrity of game files. We're not going to do that. Under DLC, you can either select or deselect anniversary upgrade, depending on your preference. Then under utilities, it controls the section over installing necessary mod address library for SKSE. So we have these two files here. That's what it's asking about. It's going to ask for a different file and all that. Use the ones that are in the link in the description, because they will install no problem. Then we go and download Skyrim Reborn. So that's why I put Unofficial Skyrim Patch first. Skyrim Reborn. This is the core mod. For this to work, you need this mod. Address library for SKE plugins, both of them, and then the script extender, and then you can download anything else on top of it. Some mods will not work together because what happens is when you make a mod, the game generates an ID code, and then if you use a so say Sky makes a mod, Mina makes a mod, and I make a mod, the chances of the ID plugin numbers for the game will be really close or even the same, because when they generate the mod, it could be say 002. I generate the mod, I could have one of my files be 002, but another one being 003. The two 002s would not work together. So when downloading mods, try getting the mods from the same author, because then you don't have the problem of mods not working together. These mods have been tested and they work. So after everything, so on the dashboard, so we're gonna go to the dashboard. So my dashboard will look a little bit different because I've customized it to look this way. There's other, like when you launch, it may look very similar to how they have it in their picture down here. Like all these little tiny boxes and everything. So what you're gonna do is you're looking for the one that is called Tools. It will have more than just these three in there, but you will need these three. At least one of the people playing will need the server. Everyone will need the Skyrim Together Reborn. So what you do is you click on the plus, and then you want to click on new. It's going to bring up this pop-up window. You type in the name. So I'm just going to put hello world. Then you click the box here. It's going to bring up this window here. What we're going to do is we have to find, so the target you're looking for is, so we're going to go to Steam, user data, no, not user data, Steam apps, common. You're looking for Skyrim game, and then you want to go into data, and then you go into Skyrim Together Reborn. You're looking for the Skyrim Together.exe. If you're the one installing the server, you also need the server one, so you have to do this twice. So what I'll do is I'll just hit Skyrim Together, okay, and then you want to hit run in a shell. So what I'll do is I'll open up here. So the game you don't want to run in the shell, but if you're running the server, you want to run it in the shell. So once that's done, you want to install ZeroTier. So what I'm going to do is I have to open up the ZeroTier program because I forgot to go to the site and all that. So let's just go over here. We're just going. Okay, this happened earlier to me. So makes sense. Makes sense why nobody's coming in. I gotta set this in public. There we go. That's all set up and everything there. Now I can go back to my channel. Let me just mute myself here. So I'm gonna go under here. So we're gonna go to ZeroTier. So you got your ZeroTier. We're gonna go in. I'm just gonna log in here. I have mine linked to my Google. I could just log in with no password and okay, that's weird. Okay. So, I do have two separate networks here to sort of keep it organized, so I know who's active and what and everything. So, I don't really want to show the IP addresses of the people in here, but what I'll do is I'll create a new network. So here we're in the network. I'm just gonna go like this so you guys can see it and it's not hiding behind me. So you can name it whatever you want. So let's say hello world. So what you're looking for let me go like this. It's a little easier to see here. So we're doing all that, the VVM and all that. It's fun. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scroll up here. So we've done all that, install and all that, server setup. So this is basically just for like setting up server and all that. So we're doing it through ZeroTier because that's a port forwarding service for us. We're not worried about that. So you're gonna just go through, set up everything. I personally love ZeroTier. It's so much easier. You're not having to mess with router settings or anything. This does it for you. It's the same as Hamachi and Radmin, but it's a little more user-friendly in my mind. So what you do, be able to join a network, you have to copy this. You've already downloaded the program, you've launched it and everything. It runs in the background. What happens is you got here, then join network. You need this string right here. Then join. I'm just gonna reload the page here. Then we're gonna go to members. So this shows everything. So if you want to keep it in track and say, hey, this IP address, so you can't really, so your physical IP address is listed here. You're going to need that you're going to provide that to the other people that are joining you in the game. So that way it's saying, okay, this is the IP address where the game we're going off of. So this is the person's like save file. That's the main file. So like what I do is lock. That way I know that, hey, this is mine. I'm not messing with anything. I'm not doing anything. So once that's all set up and everything, you don't need ZeroTier. You don't have to worry about ZeroTier anymore. I hope that sort of made a bit sense. So like, I can go here and it says, oh look, I'm here. If I want to disconnect from this network, I just hit disconnect. And then it'll have me disconnected from that network. So once we have everything here started and everything's all good to go, so we're already done the Vortex, we're already done all the mods. You can then come over to the Vortex side and you can launch your server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch the server right now. So I have the images as a blue and red. Red means game, blue means server. Because I can just click up here. Welcome in, Thomas. How you doing? And happy birthday, Hat. I hope you have a good one. So server it failed, server started on port, then it has the port number. That's all we need. We don't need this open anymore, but I'm just gonna minimize it. I'm doing pretty good, just walking people who like just making like a little tutorial on how to set up this mod and everything, because I haven't heard from Skyrim yet, so I don't want to actually start playing the game without them, because that can be sort of like taken like, hey, that's like a dick move, and I don't want to come across as, hey, he's a dick, don't play with him. So once the game's loaded and everything, you can also make these connections here in Steam. So I have Skyrim Together and Skyrim Together server here in Steam. So that way I can access the game files from here. So since the server's already running, if I go into Skyrim Together and I just hit play, it's gonna pop up that little window, and then this shows up. And then since I'm doing have the upgrade edition and everything set up, it shows up like this. So if you're going to be playing with a controller, I would suggest launching the game through Steam instead of Vortex, because Vortex will force you to play with mouse and keyboard. If you're going to be playing with on Steam, you can go through with the controller, which right now mine's trying to connect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quit the game. Okay, mine might try actually connecting through Bluetooth now. Hopefully it works. Let's see if it works. Actually, here I'll do a tutorial on how to do that too. The Bluetooth. Go add, and it says like with a wireless adapter or Bluetooth. Come on. You know you wanna connect. I was having troubles with this controller earlier. Like the last time I tried to hook it up. Okay, so it's still not wanting to connect and everything. So, the Yanko headphones are these, but right now I have them connected via wire. Okay, well, I'll look into why the controller doesn't want to connect properly. I do have somewhere around here replacement parts, because the grip's starting to peel back, and you can't just like peel this off and put a new one on. It's this whole entire piece here. So like, I love the Xbox One Elite controllers. Like, it's so much more comfortable. But yeah. So there's not really much else. So if you want to sort of edit this, like the server ID and like the server files, so like you can set up some stuff. So like if you want to add a password to your server, you go right ahead. But it should look like this when you first load it. There is one option called Enable Mod Check. It basically, what it will do, it will go through your mod files. So whatever mods you have listed here, as long as these mods are in the other people's list, it'll allow them access into the server. If it's not there, then hey, you can't join. what I'll actually do is I'll launch the game. I'll go into the file where me and Sky have been testing, just to sort of like show off, hey, this is working and everything. So it's just do its load. A little GUI box is going to show up underneath me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide my webcam for right now, because I'm going to pull up that GUI box. So you press F2, it will bring up this box. Connect. You put in the IP address and the port number. If there's a password, you put a password, then you hit connect. And it will say successfully connected to a server. Now, we got Lydia, we got Althgrid. I got fists. Yeah. So, the one downside about the Skyrim Reborn, only one of you gets a follower. Whoever's IP address is the main IP, that is the address that's the person that will get the follower. So right now I have Lydia, Skylar would not have one. Would not have her, but if he goes to his file, he will have her. So whatever quests we complete, we both complete. So yeah, and then when you want to disconnect, you press F2 again, and then you hit disconnect. But if you go into Player Manager, anybody that joins into the server will show up. If you go to Party menu, you can then launch the party, and then when that person joins in, you can then hit join, invite to party, and then they can accept or decline the invite to the party. And then if they accept, welcome in, Jonathan, how you doing? So if they accept, their name will show up in the top left hand corner along with their health. So you'll be able to see their health, their name. On this list here where the player list is, you will also see the people, like where they're located. So right now mine would say, hey, I'm in Whiterun. Well, let's say Sky is in Solitude and Mina is in Riften. That will show up. So this is actually like really fun mod to do if you're looking to play with a group of friends. Just when you are playing, you have the only way you can really join the server is if you've already completed the tutorial, which is getting past the bear. And like you're out on the open map. So that's really it. Like, woo! Like, this is how far out I can zoom with this. Like, this is like Baldur's Gate level style zoom. It's like, woo! Like, you can see some stuff. But also, just so you know, some of the glitches do not work. Because they got patched. Right now, I should be sinking into the ground. Yo! So, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, like I was talking with Mina at work yesterday, letting her know that, hey, we're gonna be doing this in the morning. It's almost noon, and I still haven't heard from her. Sky, he had the day off yesterday, so I was messaging him on break, letting him know that, hey, we're going to be doing this in the morning. I still haven't heard from him either, and I sent the messages hours ago. I sent the messages before I went to bed. Nope. No answer, no hearing anything. Yeah. Yeah, like, this is like loads of fun. Like, when me and Sky were testing it out, we were laughing. Because we're like, hey, where are you? And like, I'm like, I'm in Riverwood. And Sky's like, I just came out of the cave. I'm like, okay, I'm heading your way. And we both had the same idea. We were like jumping towards each other. Sort of like how I am right now. It's like, yeah, jump, jump, jump. Yeah. So how many of you guys have actually played Skyrim? I think it's like 10 years old now, if I'm correct. Let's see when it was released. November 11th, 2011 was when Skyrim first got released. Wow. So it's like 12 years old. Damn. Like, it's still like a really fun game to play. Okay, so since we're not really like doing anything right now, like we're not actually like playing the game, we're not going through how things are and all that. Like you guys saw how the game gets launched, how to launch the server, how to set up the server, how to set up the game, how to install mods. So like I'm really looking forward to playing this with them. Sadly, it looks like they're not going to be here for today, but hey, I can at least send a link to this stream to Mina and say, hey, here's the instructions, get it installed. If you need testing, let me know, or let Sky know, and we can get into the game and get everything going. For those of you who have watched my Starfield playthrough, I do have some good news. Give me a sec here. I will be installing this into my PC later on, which is a 4060. That just came yesterday. So like I'm really excited for that, to get that in there, because Starfield is going to run like butter. It's gonna run like butter. Because if we go to the store page, and we go down here for system requirements, it asks for Windows 10, a processor, AMD Ryzen 5 2600X or Intel Core i7 6800K, 16 gigabytes of RAM, graphics, AMD Ryzen RTX 5700 or NVIDIA GeForce 1070 Ti. DirectX version 12, storage 250 gigabytes available space, and then SSD required. Mine's running off an SSD already. But the recommended, welcome in Duckstar. The recommended is for AMD, it's 6800 XT or NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080. I have as I just shown, I have a 4060 RTX. That's going to be way more powerful than that. So we can run it at like top graphics. It's going to be insane. So yeah, like Starfield's gonna run so smooth tomorrow. It is going to be amazing. It's gonna be like light and day. I'm really excited for that. I do have some other games in mind. I do have Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played it yet, but I've heard nothing but good news from it. Because I do want to sort of get into like that D&D sort of feeling. So that's there. I also have Cyberpunk 2077. I have played this for over 134 and a half hours. Like, when it first launched, yes, it was buggy, but I stuck through it. I beat the game with all those bugs. I love that game. I love it. Dragon Age 2, that will be coming after I beat all the DLC for Dragon Age Origins. So, why are you telling me this now? We got the Elden Ring co-op that I've been doing with Skylar or Sky. We got Fallout 4! As you know, we got Inscription. Beat that game. I'm probably going to go in and try do some more streams on it to get the other 15 achievements that I have not gotten. Because I'm sitting at 25 out of 40. Hogwarts Legacy got an update. I was playing that off of my Steam Deck. I might be able to, with the 4060, I might be able to actually play it on my PC. With the exact same save file. I have For the King 2. I got some classic games. Yes, Portal 2, and The Real Mist. Then these are the games I'm looking at for doing some co-ops on. So Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, For the King 2, The Forest. The Forest is a scary freaking game. And then we got Skyrim. Then all my free games. And yes, I do have Doki Doki Literature Club in there. Yes, it is there. Right here. Doki Doki Literature Club. I have not touched it. This is a really freaky game, but really short game. It's called My Friend is a Raven. It has a very unique, it's like a hand-drawn game. Like, it's really good, like really well done. But like, imagine taking the time to draw each one of these images. Like, this whole entire thing is all drawn. Then my Let's Plays, it's just so I can keep track of what games I've actually completed on Let's Play. EA, all my EA games, so Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect Andromeda, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Need for Speed Heat, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed Payback, Need for Speed Rivals, Jedi: The Fallen Order, Unravel 2, All Way Out. Then I have my son's games on here, multiplayer games, 7 Days to Die, Excel World, versus Sword Art Online, Age of Mythology, Among Us. Like, you get the idea of how many games I have here. It gets crazy. Yeah. Then I got all my single player games. Like, this is crazy. Then I have some uncategorized ones. When I do turn on my Steam Deck, I do get my ROM directory file showing up in here. Which that's actually pretty good, because I can just store my ROMs on there and then just launch them here. And then it's technically streaming the game from there to here. So, yeah. But yeah. So we did it. We did the setup. We got everything all looked after and everything. You guys got any questions? Or like thinking about how of actually putting this all together and all that? Because like honestly, like this is fun. It is fun. Just sending a message over to Blue because he was trying to send a message about the stream later today, which starts at 3. Yeah, like there's a lot of mods that you can do for here. Actually, you know what? I do think I should do this. So in Steam, if we go over here, I'm gonna move that. So if we go here and put in creation kit, you want the creation kit for whatever Skyrim you're using. So I already have this available for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I have it listed under tools. Where is it? Skyrim Special Edition Creation Kit. So I'm going to show you how to make a mod. Well, I did build my computer, and I've had to figure out how to do all this. So it comes with like the know-how. So when you first launch the creation kit, it comes up like this. There's no data or anything when you click on anything. So what you do, you click it on open. You got your Skyrim. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go under my custom mod, and I'm gonna set it as active. So whatever file you're gonna be using for, like when you're first creating a file, set Skyrim as active, because then it will draw everything in. Then we hit OK. It's gonna load files. We're gonna just take our hands off the keyboard and mouse. It's gonna load. Last time I saw Emerald, it's been a while. most of the time, like, my chats are dead, like, so it's sort of hard to remember who comes and goes. Most of the time when I'm playing, it's Duckstar in here. So we will get this file, this warning. It says master file constructible object, recipe ebony blade, two-handed, missing a bench keyword. Yes, Joel will disable all warnings for this content. It's like, if you don't make it all, like, fill in at like the files correctly. So recipe ebony blade, two-handed. We are going to go in and we're going to set the bench. So it's just going to go yes to all. It's just going to load everything. My hands are still off the keyboard and mouse. As you can see, they're linked together. So it's just going to take a bit to load in all the information. Yeah, I would be worried too. I can ask around, like, I can ask on, like, Discord and say, hey, what's going on? Some people just don't listen. Welcome in, Cam Dog. How you doing? So it's just validating all the forms, filling in everything. So we got this information. Constructible object, ebony blade, two-handed, is missing the bench keyword. So is the Dragon Soul Gem. So both of these are from my own personal mod, and that's why they're showing up. I'm not worried about these because these are base stuff. Okay, that's good to know. So, Ebony Blade and Dragon Soul Gem. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to stick this over here. That way I have that information here for when I'm looking at. Oh, don't worry about it, Cam. Because what happened is, all those faked troll accounts and all that stuff, they're hidden from the channel. They're not going to show up. So it helps wean out the fake people from the real people. And plus, I turned on subscriber only mode and they still came in, which, hey, that gives me a subscription and hides them from the channel because we know that they're fake. And honestly, I'm not worried about my sub count getting ruined and all that because, like, look, I go like this and I go over to my channel. I'm at 13.5k. I don't know how I got there. I don't know why I got there. But still, thank you everybody for getting me there. Like seriously, like that number there was crazy. Like 13.5? What? So, it's a constructible object. So what we're looking for is recipe ebony blade two-handed. So we got scroll down here. Ebony blade one hand, ebony blade two-handed. So what I'm looking at here, okay, random text. So ebony blade two-handed and dragon soul gem right there, side by side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into edit. It's going to bring up this box. The workbench. So what we're looking for is we're looking for crafting. And then, so you have crafting cooking pot, crafting smelter, smithing armor table, smithing forge, sharpening wheel, smithing sky forge, tanning rock, and basically if you're going to be making the item yourself, you want it one of these crafting items, one of these crafting benches. So for the dragon soul gem, I actually want to put it in the smelter. I'm going to be having it so it smelts items together into the Dragon Soul Gem. Because the Dragon Soul Gem is going to be part of my a deeper part of my mod here. So you need Dragon Bone and a Soul Gem common. And then I'm going to put in Soul Gem Black. So it's come out as a black Soul Gem. Because black soul gems are normally for human souls. Monster souls are usually stored in a pink soul gem, so the dragon soul gem will be a black soul gem, because I don't really use black soul gems otherwise. So soul gem black and a dragon bone for a dragon soul gem. Yes, it's going to be a little like not really worth it in like a mindset, but it's still going to be better. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just put Soul Gem Common, and then I could change the graphic of it. So that's fixed there. Then Ebony Blade two-handed. We have to put it on the smithing. So workbench, crafting. And then smithing forge. So that way, so what I did with the ebony blade, and so the reason why the ebony blade here is one-handed and two-handed So in the base game, it's a two-handed weapon, but it's a Daedric artifact. In the rest of the Elder Scrolls series, the Ebony Blade is a one-handed katana. This is the only one where it's a two-handed. So what I did is I made a inside my mod. I made a recipe that once you acquire it, it gives you the. It still gives you the two-handed one, but if you would take it to the smithing forge, it'll then translate it to a one-handed weapon. But I put the two-handed one in there if you ever wanted to switch it back. So that way you have one-handed and two-handed. It's still the same model, still the same everything. It's just what it does, it just changes it from one hand to two hand. From two hand to one hand. Two hand to one hand. So yeah, like it's not really too hard. So constructible object is where all the recipes are. So to make the item, you have to go through here. For these three, as we can see, there's a little star beside them. These are the mods. So yeah. And then once you're done, you hit save, and it will save your mod file. This mod will not actually be active until you activate it in game. So since we've updated it here, it's saved. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna launch Skyrim Together. And I'm going to show you that the mod. I'm going to show you how to activate and deactivate certain mods. So you go under mods, waiting for data. Yay! Actually, I think it's actually under Creation Club now. No. What mods? Playing with mods, you may experience issue with the mod. You can disable them and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go under load order. So if I don't want to have my mod anymore, I just deselect it. That easy. So if you're having problems with so if you're testing mods to see if they're compatible with each other and all that, go in, set them up, and launch the mods, and then just launch the game. Go into the game, see if it actually loads, because it will get you to this screen without mods. Even with mods that are incompatible, it will get you to this screen. Under mods, you can then deselect the mods, load into the actual game. If the game crashes, remove a mod until you keep removing mods until you can actually get into the game. Because sometimes there's a compatibility issue. Like I sort of brought up earlier, like the 002, 003. So let's say Sky made a like a OP sword mod. Hey Blue, welcome in. So if Sky made an OP mod and the ID number for that was 002, and he also had my mod that I was showing you how to set up everything installed, and let's say the Ebony Blade one-handed was 002, it would not be able to translate that, hey, his sword is 002 and mine is 002.2. It wouldn't be able to do that. It's solid state numbers, so it's 002 or 003. So what I'll do is I'm gonna just continue from where it was, and then I'm gonna just go over to the forge, and it's gonna show you that, hey, this is working. This is all good to go. Oh, he's trying to give me some mail. So, we're going to go over here. If I go into the forge, I think it's under, so, yeah, there we go. Ebony Blade. So, it will not, so, I set it up. You have to have the item to be able to get the item. Like, there's no extra, like, recipe requirements to be able to do this. So you got Ebony Blade to be able to get Ebony Blade one-handed or two-handed. But like, there's like, these are all from the unique mod, except for the Shellbug helmet. So yeah. So as you see here, Diedrich comes up. Like, it has all the information and everything here. So it's all good to go. But like I made a separate section for Diedrich, because then there's other Diedrich items that would be good to have, like the swappable hand thing, like one-handed, two-handed. So putting it under Diedrich allows us to quickly access them without having to sort through. If I go over here, we only got 1 second, one section here, but we got the Dragon Soul Gem. We need a common Soul Gem to get a Dragon Soul Gem. This soul gem will be part of the core part of my mod. So like, you're still defeating dragons, you're still gathering soul gems and all that. So that's going to be a part of it. Then you got all the soul gem fragments. Those are going to be put together to go into a common soul gem. So that way you can, as you gather the fragments, you bring them to the smelter, and then the fragments will weld back together, giving you a common soul gem that's emptied because it was broken. So those will fuse back together, and then you're able to do stuff with them. But I also might do a little other thing with them where it's like little mini souls. Like they're fragments. Like you can put them together for a crystal, which is sort of a reference to one of the tasks in Among Us. For those of you who have played Among Us. Yeah. But what I might even do is I might go and say, hey, you need the dragon soul gem to be able to do the initial transfer of your Daedric item. Instead of having it so it's like you can do it all the time. But I might just sort of leave it as is for now. But yeah. So we have all that looked after. So yeah. Well, I should end this and then make sure Mina gets the link, so that way she can get set up and all that. But yeah. So let's see if there's anybody live that we could possibly do a raid on, even though like we really didn't do anything. I'll just actually, first thing what I'll do is I'll just rename this stream the setup instructions. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. Skyrim Together Reborn, setup instructions. There we go. So then that way, that video the instructions is all done. You also have instructions on how to make mods for Skyrim. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if there's anybody live we can do a raid on. Okay. So hashtag Hawk raid. So we are going to be raiding the Yamkins. They are currently playing some Boulder Gate 3 for the first time. And it's getting into a really spooky part. So, yeah. Here's the link to their channel. Feel free to subscribe to them and like the stream. If you do like the stream, remember, do not unsubscribe right away, as it will hurt their channel. We don't want that to happen. Also, let's get the Discord open here. So I will be going live with the Blue Hedgehog Man later on. So thank you everybody who came out and supported the stream. It means a lot to me. So thank you again, and I'll catch you in the next one, which will be later on today. Peace out, everybody.